Everyone. Today we are going to do the third chapter, the third part. It is actually fourth part of the chapter, but third we had done A and B, two parts. One is theory, one is numerical. So it is the fourth part of the chapter, electric field and charges. Yet we covered about charges, properties of charges, and then we covered about electric field, Coulomb's law, numericals based on that. So today, actually, we covered Coulomb's law, and now we are going to do what? What is this permittivity? How it came? Uh, all those things we are going to see in this topic. As we said, Kf is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. As I told before, also K is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay. So epsilon naught, if you will see, it is permittivity of free space. Permittivity of what? Permittivity of free space. Okay. So it is permittivity of what? Free space. Now the point comes here that always the charges, both the charges will be there in free space. No, not possible. So we can say if charges will not be in free space, it can be in some medium. Let's consider in water. Let's consider in glass. Let's consider in iron bar inside that. So the force is going to change. As we know that force is inversely proportional to epsilon. Actually, we should write epsilon so that it will be specified. Otherwise, that is only for air. We'll see like why we are taking epsilon naught in a formula. So inversely proportional. Now think about that. If this value is going to decrease, the force will increase. If this value will increase, then force will what? Decrease, right? So it is inversely proportional. It means epsilon value plays a major role on Coulomb's law. So we should know properly like what is epsilon, why we are considering epsilon naught. All those things we are going to discuss in this topic. Let's see, epsilon naught, if you will see, that is only for permittivity of what? Free space, means vacuum, or else we can say air, right? The value of this epsilon naught is 8.85 into 10 to the power of minus 12 Coulomb square Newton per meter, Newton meter square, right? Why? Newton F is equal to KQ1, this will go here and this will come down. So Coulomb by what? Newton. So that is K. K is inversely proportional. So this will come Coulomb square Newton meter square 8.85 into 10 to the power minus of 12 for a free space. Now the problem comes that when you will take for iron, it will be different value. Obviously, it will be greater than this. Again, you will take for water. It means for the least value is for air. So we are taking this value. Hope so you guys got it. Fine. So now different medium will come. Now what will happen? The value will change. Let's define first what is permittivity of space. So this property defines is what? Property of any medium to permit its own field in between interaction field of two charges and decreases the interaction of charges. What is that? Property of any medium to permit its own field in between interaction field of two charges and decreases the interaction of the medium. It means it will not allow the medium, don't want medium anything like medium is opposing the influence of the electric field of those charges. Of course it will oppose, right? As it is air, so it will oppose less. As it is iron, it is going to oppose more. As it is water, it is going to oppose little lesser than what? Iron. As it is glass, it is a little more than water. So like this, the value will keep on changing, right? So practically, it is not possible that we can remember all those values. So what we define here is like for a shortcut, the minimum value of like the force, the electric field is keep on changing due to the change in the value of epsilon. So what we will do, we will define in some easy term that is known as what? Epsilon naught value. Fine. Second thing is what here? How we will define to we can say to simply do not use such complex like values, right? we will use a new variable, that is what, epsilon r. Epsilon r, that is known as what, relative permittivity. Relative permittivity. Relative permittivity, fine. So relative permittivity, guys, if you see, then relative permittivity is defined by er is equal to em by e naught. Em by e naught means what here? E naught is permittivity of vacuum or free space. Permittivity of what? Vacuum. Em is medium, permittivity of a medium, and that is relative permittivity. Fine. Second thing is, guys, if epsilon value will increase, then force value will what? Decrease. So we can say now that what, em epsilon m is equal to, we can write e naught into what? If you know er value, then directly you multiply with epsilon naught. That value is constant, so we'll get the answer. Second thing, with force, how we will define with force, that also we should know. So let's know about what force. Force, if you will see, we can say directly fm by what? F naught by er. You will divide by that what? Er. If you will solve it, you will get anyway force in medium, force in air. So by that way you will get this. So fm by f naught is equal to what? Divided by er. Let's see what it signifies, like how it signifies, how we can proceed this concept in numericals. Suppose er of water is 80. Er of water is 80. Then what it signifies? This means EW water by what? E naught is equal to what? 80. Right? So EW is equal to 80 times of E naught. Hope so you guys got it, right? And if you want to find force, FW is equal to what? F naught in air by what? 80 times. So by this way we can approach the sum. So now we are going to do, let's see one numerical. The force between two charges are kept at some separation in vacuum. The force between two charges kept at some separation in vacuum is F. If the charges immersed in a liquid, force becomes F by 4, provided separation is same. Find ER. Yeah, try these questions. So we are supposed to find force in a medium, and force in a medium. So just apply force in a medium formula, you will get answer. So if you'll see, force in a medium we had done. Force in a medium is what? F naught by FR, ER. F naught by what? ER. Fm is what here? When it is placed in a medium, then we can say force become F by 4, and F naught force is F by what? ER. So we can say FF cancel out, and the distance becomes same only, right? Yeah. So ER is going to be what? 4. That's it. So by this way you guys can apply this concept. Now let's see, next is what? The force, let's see, suppose a system is there, Q1 and Q2. The distance is what here? Let's take 2D, and the force is what? 2F. And the same Q1 and Q2 charges are same, and it become D, and force become F by 4. This is placed in vacuum, and this is placed in oil. So they are asking find ER of oil. So again, if you will just pause it and then try to do the numericals, that will help you more, because physics is all about, like, once you understood the concept, then you try as many as way you know, that helps a lot to solve numericals. Let's see. First, no, we will find in vacuum. So let's find, if you'll find in vacuum, then what we can say, force is F naught. F naught is what here? 2F. F naught is going to be what? F is equal to KQ1 Q2 by R square anyway. So directly we can say K is what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught in vacuum, Q1 Q2 by what? 2D square, right? And the force is 2F. And then when it comes in medium, then the force become what? F by 4, 1 by 4 pi epsilon medium. And then what? Q1 Q2 by what? F by D whole square, right? So now they're asking find ER. Okay, so if you will divide it, equation 1 and equation 2, you will get F. Then if you will try, Q1 Q2 will anyway will get cancel out, and then you try this, you will get answer from here. This calculation is there that you can do. Then you can find this numerical, like by solving from here. So these types of question, and one question they asked long back in JEE mains is what? Yeah, so here the question is what here? Two identical charges are suspended by a string of equal length. The string make an angle of 60 degrees with each other. It's suspended in a liquid of density of 0.5 gram per centimeter cube. The angle remains the same. The dielectric constant of the liquid is, they're asking dielectric density of the sphere is what? 1.5 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, let's see how to solve this. If you will solve here, let's change the color. So we can say, if you will see, these two masses are there, like at an angle of 60 degrees. So 30 degree also, this is also what? 30 degree. So directly we can say this is T here. So guys, this is 30, so this will also be what? 30. This will be what? Mg. Now we can say this is positive charge, this is also positive charge, so this will apply, and force in this direction, we can say this is going to be what? T cos theta. As we know, whenever theta is attached with the axis, that is going to be what? T cos theta. Opposite of that is what? T sin theta. T cos theta, T sin theta. Anyway, it is in equilibrium, so we can say T sin theta. T sin theta is equal to what? Fo. Actually, it is in air first, so T sin theta is equal to Fo. T cos theta is equal to what? Mg, right? So now directly we can write tan theta, because T cancel out. Tan theta is equal to Fo by Mg. Fine. Fo by what? Mg. That we did. Now what? Mg. The problem is we don't know mass also, so we'll have to find what? Mass also. So the mass of the sphere, let's consider. Here is what? Volume is V, density is what? Sigma. So density is equal to what? Mass by volume, right? Mass by volume. So mass by volume, we can say, so mass is equal to sigma into V. Sigma into G is equal to what? Mass, right? So now we can say mass is going to be sigma into volume. So tan theta is equal to Fo by sigma volume into G. Okay, when it is placed in what? Vacuum. The same thing if you will place in air, in liquid, in oil, the angle is not going to change anyway. So now the same thing is there also. Angle is 30. This is also what? 30. Same thing. T cos theta, T cos theta, T sin theta. This is Fm, and this is what? Mg. again mass is what here, m, and then density is what here, let's take rho, right? Rho is equal to mass by volume, so rho v is equal to mass. Now again we can say T sine theta is equal to what, Fm, and T cos theta is equal to what, mg. Then again Tt cancel out, tan theta is equal to Fm by what, m is what, rho v, and then into what, g. So two equations we got, guys. Now what we can do here, now the problem here is what, one more thing is there which you'll have to consider, that is what here, let's consider here is what, buoyant force will also act, that is also upthrust force, that is u, right? So T cos theta plus of u will be there, so this will come in this direction. So this equation we can write T cos theta mg minus of u, right? U means that rho vg, that is going to be what, rho v and g, rho v g. So mass is here, is density is what here, sigma only, we'll have to take sigma, sigma, and for that we'll take rho. So let's write it again, what is the problem. So now we can say now this T and T will get cancelled out, this will have to write as usual, T cos plus u, then let's see. So now we can say T cos theta plus of upward force is equal to what, mg, then T cos theta is equal to mg minus of u, so then d and this t will get cancelled out, so this is 1 and this is 2, so tan theta is equal to Fm by what, mg, sigma vg minus of rho vg, that is what, the density, the upthrust force, right? So this is equation number, let's take 2 by that, right? So equating both the equation 1 and 2, equating 1 and 2, we can say what here, tan theta, so we can equate f naught by rho sigma, sigma vg, and then fm by what, sigma vg minus of what, rho vg cancel out, so f naught by sigma is equal to Fm by sigma minus rho, that we can say. Now let's put the value, Fm we want to find, leave it, f naught by sigma is 1.5 and Fm we don't have, and then we can say this is how much, this is 1.5 and minus of what, 0.5, f naught by 1.5 is equal to Fm by 1. So now we can say here Fm by Fm we can say here Fm is equal to f naught by so Er is equal to how much, we know Fm is equal to what, f naught by Er, so Er is going to be what, Er is going to be 1.5. That's it for this class, we'll see till here only, and then we'll see in the next class.